cozy. Before the light completely disappears, I'm gonna go out for a little walk and cycle. I need to bring gloves so my hands don't get too cold. I have to pick up some film. I'm going to Switzerland and it's gonna be snowing there. I've never done like a winter holiday before, like a winter escape. Like I've seen snow, but not like a real proper thick snow. Anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys along, but I'm gonna pick up some film because I want to take some beautiful film photos, and I have ran out of Paper Republic notebooks, and there's a place in Paris that sells them, so I'm gonna go see if they have the right ones. I was about to order them online and it was €8 shipping, and that just annoyed me because I would rather buy more things and get free shipping than spend €8 for shipping. Don't know why that makes sense in my head, but it does. Also, can some flower expert please inform everybody of what flowers these are, because they have lasted so long. The white ones have lasted for nearly a week, but they look perfect. And these red ones have been here for like 2 weeks and they look amazing and so pretty. I don't know if the camera's picking up on how beautiful this tree is, but it's like bright orange, not green. Orange. Anyway. This weather reminds me of a Jason Bourne movie. Used to love those movies growing up. It just feels, everything is grey and it's cold and you can't really tell what time of the day it is. I just feel like he's about to storm out on a motorbike and, you know, chase some bad guy down there. Isn't it giving? Isn't it?
Mais semaine plus note là, il est en rupture de stock sur celui-ci pendant
Okay.
je reçois peut-être dans 2 semaines, une semaine.
Ah oui, pour cette taille.
Ouais.
Vous avez des papiers comme ça,
Ouais, à point.
à point,
Ouais.
mais cette taille.
Ouais.
Oui. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
So sweet. This spot, I'm pretty sure, is owned by a father and son. So if you're ever in need of Paper Republic in Paris, go there. And they're really nice. I don't think I actually saved any money by buying it in person, but at least I got it immediately. So a win is a win. And support local. Oh no, I just had an idea. It's not even 6 p.m. It feels so late because it's so dark. I'm pretty sure Musée de l'Enregistre is open late. Okay, we got a red light. So I'm gonna go see if it's open and go look up some art because I'm not feeling great and I feel like that's gonna make me feel better. And I get free entry, why would I not? Do you see how red my nose is? That was a chilly cycle, but we did it. Just had to see some Christmas lights. So pretty. We have Dior and we have Chanel. You did it better. Kidding me. Wait, oh my god, the Eiffel Tower is sparkling. What the hell? Stop it. Guys. Please don't stop. That made me so happy. Would highly recommend an evening museum trip. Also, it extends the day once the sun goes down. Because it's now 7:30. It feels like an appropriate time to go home and eat dinner and go to bed, you know? 5:30 was a bit early for that. But I'm just gonna get the metro home. I'm too cold to cycle. Trying to wind down a little bit earlier this evening. Lit some incense. Have to give a shout out. One of my faves, Series Up. It smells so good. I mentioned this in my summer favorites, but I'm gonna represent. Hi. I think I have to go now. I'm so sorry. Can I give you a little? Okay. No. Wow, that's the David Malay product. Utah really killed it with the hair today. I feel so much fresher and lighter. Eee! So nice to catch up again. Wait, let me see if I can give you a proper look. The sun is beautiful. I just picked up a little snack. I got 2 flavors. I got a sesame miso and a spicy tuna. I'm not sure which one that is, but I guess I'll start with it. That one's tuna. We have microphone, we're sat down, cozy to share some of my winter favorites, the things I've been loving this season. You guys really enjoyed when I did this in summertime, so I thought I'd just include it here, and it can also be a little bit of gift inspiration if you need some last minute ideas for loved ones in your life or yourself. Starting off with some of my favorite reads of the season, Clarice Lispector, Near to the Wild Heart. I love her. I love this. I can't believe this was her debut novel. It is so wonderful. It doesn't really follow traditional story structure. Instead, it's like being inside someone's evolving consciousness. It follows Joanna from her childhood into adulthood, sort of like a Bildungsroman, but instead of a linear plot, it goes through fragments of memory, emotional shifts, philosophical reflections as she is discovering who she is, her own identity. I just loved reading her perspective on the world, and even as a child, she is questioning life in a very intuitive, unfiltered way, and so beautifully written. Next up, I have two books, or more short stories, from Annie Ernaux. One is La Place, and the second is Le Jeune Homme. I attempted to read these in the original French, which was a challenge even though they were so short. Very humbling experience to take 30 minutes to read one page, and also to, of course, need a dictionary for so many words. Le Jeune Homme. Pronunciation is so difficult, but this recounts a affair that she had with a man 30 years her junior, and is more similar to the work that I have read from her before. I love how she writes about her personal relationships. It's just so raw and unfiltered, but somehow also very like emotionally detached. And Laplace recounts her father's upbringing from working class into owning his own cafe, and I really like how she was able to bring like personal narrative and memory, but also include a little bit of class criticism. And even if you're not wanting to read these in French, I would definitely recommend them in English. They've always made good gifts. The last book that I have has been one of my favorite rereads. This is The Lonely City by Olivia Liang. This is just the perfect antidote to those shorter winter evenings. It's part memoir, part history, part cultural criticism. She recounts her own experience moving to New York in her mid-30s and like the loneliness and the isolation that came with that, but then also weaves in stories of artists like Nan Goldin and Edward Hopper, and their experiences with loneliness, and how some of the greatest creativity is born out of these situations of solitude. I love this kind of art writing because it's very digestible to anyone, and it really brings you into some very interesting rabbit hole searches, because she talks about a lot of art and there's no imagery in the whole novel. So of course you want to look up certain paintings and sculptures that she writes about, but it's nice because you end up discovering new things. In a further attempt to improve my attention span, two Substacks which I've been enjoying, I'll leave them linked down below. Celine Nguyen's Personal Canon. She covers a lot of bases in this: literature, art, design, also a little bit of social criticism, but I especially love her monthly recaps of what she's been reading. I think we have very similar taste in writers, so I can always trust her recommendations. And the book that I'm currently reading, Big Kiss Bye Bye, which I haven't finished yet, I got from her Substack. I have been enjoying it, so I'll let you guys know when I finish this, my final thoughts. And the second Substack is Colin King's The Last Layer. He's an interior designer that I followed on Instagram for quite a while, and his spaces are so warm, so lived in, but elevated in a very understated way. He uses a lot of natural materials, and if I had a house, this is what I would love it to look like. But as someone who interior design doesn't come naturally to, it's very interesting to hear his thought process, his musings on this whole industry and this whole art form that, you know, you live with on a daily basis. So I definitely recommend that. Some fashion favorites from this season: I get cold so easily, so you will always find me in some form of knitwear. What I'm wearing right now is this tricot cashmere v-neck, and they are my go-to for cashmere pieces. I think they're they're a Parisian brand, and I've had their jumpers for a couple of years. Since before I moved to Paris, I got my first one, which is the beige polo. I think I was wearing it in my last video. I love it. They are also one of my go-tos for getting gifts for people. I've got my dad and my boyfriend jumpers from them before, and they wear them all the time, so in my head that means that they really like it. My favorite purchase of the year, no surprise, has been this Jill Sander vintage leather jacket. I am so happy I picked her up. I saw her on Vestiaire in my size, and it was a style that I had saved on my Pinterest for quite a while. There's this gorgeous vintage advert of the campaign. I just knew I had to get it, and I have gotten so much wear out of it already. Every time I've worn it out, I've gotten a compliment on it, and it's just one of those pieces that you don't have to think too much about your outfit with. It still fits a little bit oversized on me, but it's great because I can wear the thickest jumpers underneath, and I know I'll stay warm. Some accessory favorites, I usually keep my jewelry very, very simple, but I haven't taken off these pave hoops from my jewelry all season. I started wearing them double on each ear, and I just love how it looks. It's so simple, but it's just easy. I sleep in it, I shower in it, they still look perfect, and they would make a really beautiful gift to someone because it is just one of those everyday pieces that you're gonna have for the rest of your life, and they're amazing quality. If I want something a little bit more statementy, I recently got these earrings from Lai Studio, and they are so beautiful. I'm trying to like hold both of them up without dropping. They are the Louise style, I believe. They would make such a beautiful gift, and even with just a plain knit or a cotton shirt, you look so much more put together and like you've thought about every detail of your outfit. They're also very lightweight, which I love because I don't like when my ears feel like they're being tugged down by the weight of an earring. My last fashion favorite has become my everyday pair of sunglasses, which I never thought that I would be able to say because I have so much trouble finding sunglasses that fit my face. I think I have a very thin face, not to sound like pick me, but every glass that I try feels very oversized, feels very silly on me. And these, if you can see, are very thin frame. They are the Aldo style by Selima Optic. They actually have 2 stores here in Paris, one near Place des Vosges and one in Palais Royal. They're an oval shape, black, but they come in different colors, and I just feel very happy that I have a sunglass that I know looks good on my face and fits properly. Unfortunately, they are quite expensive, but because they're handmade and glasses are very difficult to find for me, I knew I had to splurge on them, and I'm very happy that I did. Last section, rapid fire. I have some beauty favorites. Liners have been my joy of the season, groundbreaking. But for my eyes, I have been tight lining with a brown liner, usually in the evenings, but I did it here today. I don't know if you can see. It makes me feel a little bit more put together, and I like a brown because it's not as harsh as a black. This is 93 Brun Beast. R's are so difficult in French, like I can't roll my R's naturally, from Hermes, and it is a really beautiful brown shade. It's very smooth. I know Victoria Beckham Beauty also have a nice one in, I think, Cocoa. For lips, these have been the 3 liners that I've rotated throughout the whole year. I don't do anything super adventurous. I like a Eurolips but better. I also love a clean face with just a lip liner if I'm only gonna bring one makeup product with me. But I think my favorite, the one that I'm wearing right now, is Say Flirt. This is my second one. This is like a caramelly nude, just so pretty. Actually, when I got my makeup done by the Say team, the pro artist Shane used this on me, and I'd already been using it at that point, but it just felt really good to have the reconfirmation that this is the shade for me. For a more browny nude, I love the Glossier lip liner in Buff. This is, as I said, a more toasty brown, really nice for overlining the lips. I don't like it all over my lip because I think sometimes nudes on me I think I just haven't found the right one, but nude lipsticks on me always make me feel a bit more washed out. The last one, which I think is the most pink, is the Victoria Beckham Beauty in number 3, I believe. This is one that I'll gravitate towards for evenings if I have like a pinkier lipstick to go with it. Nothing more to say, but love it. One of the best ways for me to measure favorites is with whatever's empty in my bathroom. So we have the mainstay everyday oil. I stole this from my boyfriend. If he's watching, he's gonna be like, Moya, that's mine. But this smells so good, and it's basically just a mixture of all these natural oils. You have coconut oil, olive oil, castor, also Palo Santo, lavender, geranium. And I love that this is multi-purpose. I use it on my face, on the dry patches on my body. I also use it on my hair. It is so nourishing, it smells so good, and I'm going to need a refill. Also, one last thing, I kind of mentioned this in my last video, but I upgraded my phone to the iPhone 17? I think this is a 17 Pro, and I've been using it a lot for filming my videos recently. The quality is just amazing, and I just love that I can bring one thing with me when I leave and I don't have to have a whole setup. It just makes filming feel a lot more natural. I think iPhone videos have a very nice quality of just feeling like the other person is there with you. So let me know if you've been liking how I've been filming my videos recently. This is filmed with my Sony Handycam, but most of the other stuff is filmed with this. This morning, I need to pack for Switzerland. Only going for 2 nights, so I don't have to bring too many things. Also, my Teresa are loaning us like the winter wear. I'm not sure if I'm going to try skiing. Honestly, I'm a little bit risk adverse. I don't like heights. But I'm really happy. This is the first trip where I've been able to bring a +1. So Arthur's gonna come with me, and it's just going to be so much more less, I don't know, it's just gonna be so nice to be able to actually share it with somebody. And it'll feel a lot less pressure because like he can help me with like the shooting and stuff. But yeah, I need to pack for that. I have a couple of options for my dinner looks. Gonna try not to overpack. Gotta bring warm things. But I was looking at the weather. It says it's gonna be sunny and 10 degrees, which doesn't exactly scream snow to me. Perfect. It doesn't look like much, but it's kind of organized. I picked out some, these are more like everyday basics, just some layers, stuff for the airport. This is gonna be my dinner looks. This is gonna be the jumper that I wear probably on the second day. Huge turtleneck from Extreme Cashmere, I love this. And hopefully that'll keep me warm if it is cold there. The detail is so sweet. Still need to go through these pieces. Also, I haven't brought this out, that's why it's allowed to be on the bed, but I can't wait to use it. It's such a beautiful like leather weekend bag. Doing my beauty kiss. She's a little bit beat up. I need to spend the day properly cleaning. I love this fits everything perfectly without me overpacking, because sometimes I can overpack products and they're heavy and there's no need for that. I'm just gonna put the brushes that I'm using on top. I should probably clean these. I'm just worried that they're not gonna dry in time for the morning. I guess I could use a hairdryer. Maybe I should do that. It would be really nice to get ready with like fresh brushes. Every time I pack this to travel, it makes me think I really don't need a lot of makeup. Like this is covering a lot of bases, even eyeshadow. I don't normally wear, but I brought a little palette just in case I wanted to do a smoky. This is from Victoria Beckham. It looks so pretty, also very chic. Bringing a lot of my favorites like the contour stylist. This I've been using a lot recently. It's the Chanel Balm highlight. I really wanted to try this, and it's such a nice dewy finish. I love that kind of highlight. I don't like a sparkly glitter highlight, and this is perfect for that. For my skin, Old Classics Glossier Skin Tint. Very, very sheer, but it makes my skin feel really nice. And for a bit more coverage, I have the Dior Beauty Forever Skin Tint? Forever Skin Perfect in 2W.